A lot of sharp dressers coming off that Spurs bus as they arrived at the arena. Pumped up and primed for action. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Seth Curry has solidified his place in the league. He says, I've just embraced my role no matter where I've been. Growing up with the Pops who played 16 years in the NBA and who was never a starter, I looked up to him just as much, if not more, than the All-Stars. I wanted to have a long career just like him. Kevin?
On his way, for sure. David, thanks. And even here, in the middle of the season, Steve, some players are really putting in the work and playing with postseason energy.
Well, that's a mark of greatness in my book, Kevin. Guys who value every game and don't want any unnecessary losses on their record.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Skinny, then it's Jones. And it's Sochan in at the power forward position. And for Brooklyn, Simmons is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Johnson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the four-man position. Here's Sochan, back to Jones.
Next foul, Nicholas Claxton.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team fouls. Shooting for San Antonio, Trey Jones. Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Jones nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Simmons. And he banks in the layup.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
On offense, here are the Spurs. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Beautiful concentration from Devin Vassell. He's right where he wants to be, and he fires.
And they double up Simmons, and that's going to be a travel.
San Antonio ball.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Spurs. It's a three-point game. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Win one, lose one. This might be the case again for both teams this coming season.
Simmons' shot is good. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. Here's Jones. Bridges with some nice defense.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Jones. Good on the 7-footer.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Simmons with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Simmons inside. Johnson's there. Simmons can't get it to go. Here's Sochan. A rebound by the Nets.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Jones. The layup off target. The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Jones. He can't get that one. The Nets go the other way with it.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Here's Simmons. And the shot is long. San Antonio trailing here.
The play. First quarter.
Up top, Vassell. He's guarded by Johnson. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And a new group in for the Nets. O'Neal's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Curry subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Spurs making a switch here. Birch is checked in. 5 to shoot. The putback. Simmons pulls it in. And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready. Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well.
And one thing to like about Bates Diop is his ability to score from all 3 areas.
Greg, what I like is he's comfortable facing up, and he can put the ball on the floor. He's a strong cutter, and that kind of versatility goes a long way in the NBA.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Now, here's Birch. Thomas covering. Graham against Curry. Goes up at the stripe. The rebound by the Nets. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
What mastery
Team
from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
Here's Bassett. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Graham gets a wide open look. The shot, no good.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And though he loves to keep his teammates involved, Simmons also understands that when he's on a roll, he's got to stay aggressive.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Brooklyn ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports.
Time to make some noise for your...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Devontae Graham. And there's Skinny. And it's Sohan in at the 4 spot. Offensive rebound. And Banyama off target at the rim. That's leading by 8. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Simmons got 21.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Now here's Simmons, covered by Vassell. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Simmons, and Johnson subbed in for Thomas. The Spurs also with the sub. Jones checked in for Devontae Graham. Shot clock at 6. Bridges passes to Claxton.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Spurs trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Johnson. And Banyama. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. Good on the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Nets leading by 12. Dinwiddie outside. Six to shoot. To the paint. Here's Finney-Smith, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Yes, that goes in. And the Nets lead by 14.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Misses the 3. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. So for the Nets, O'Neal's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Joe Harris comes in for Bridges. And it's Seth Curry in for Dinwiddie. Here's Bates Diop. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Wembanyama, and it's good for 2.
Timeout.
Wembanyama has got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas is checked in. And San Antonio also making a switch. Bassey's checked in. On its way from Curry for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Jones. Here's Wembanyama. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Wembanyama has got 6. Curry looking around. Inside, here's Claxton. Rebounded by the Spurs. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Hello, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Curry's shot is off. San Antonio with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. It's hauled in by Claxton.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Thomas with the stuff.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
To the middle. It's picked off. Pass to Bates Diop. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Nets up 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They're running a smooth offense tonight, creating high-quality shots. Motions, sharp. Sharp as a razor. Their spacing is excellent. They're moving the ball well. I love the way this team is playing.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Let's go, everyone.
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Bridges out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Cam Johnson. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Sohan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul. First team.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Brooklyn leading by 5. Here's Simmons. And he comes up with the deuce. Simmons got 23 points.
Well, the quickness, the size, and the speed of Simmons really breathtaking, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Simmons, and he makes good on the layup. Simmons got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pass to Vassell. Down low. Now up that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Skinny.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Jones, no luck.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Simmons against Jones. And they double up Simmons. He gets that one. He's got 27.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Back to Jones. Driving to the basket. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Simmons. Then for the Spurs, Ken Burks is checked in for Skinny. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Here's Birch. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Dinwiddie against Graham. Claxton driving inside.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Spurs trail by 7. Right wing. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Back to Graham. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Brooklyn making some changes. O'Neal comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith, and Thomas subbed in for Johnson. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's good. Nice touch there from Burke.
Though Devontae is a natural-born scorer, he's developed into a solid playmaker as well.
Dinwiddie passes to Claxton. And no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. He was all alone on that one. And now just a 5-point Nets lead.
Likes to facilitate the basketball, but Devontae Graham can hit from long range.
Here's Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in for Bridges. And Curry subbed in for Dinwiddie. The Spurs also changing it up. Bassey's checked in. And Keita Bates-Diop subbed in for Vassell. And that one drops. Curry's got his first basket of the night.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now the pass to Bates-Diop. Thomas covering. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Next ball.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7. Curry passes to Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
For San Antonio, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. On the wing, Johnson. Spurs passing it around. He's guarded by Thomas. The offensive rebound, and Bates-Diop gets it to go.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Inside, here's O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And that one's good. Bassey's got his second bucket of the night.
And his passing may be the most overlooked part of his game, but Graham is skilled at setting the table for his teammates.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 and 5 here.
At the line.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
That one is no good. Spurs trail by 7.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Here's Simmons. And that one is off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the 4th quarter. Sharing the wing spots, it's Vassell and Johnson. And there's Skinny, then it's Jones. And it's Zohan in at the power forward. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. A putback, great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Simmons lays it up and banks it in. Simmons got 29.
A strong physical player in his own right. Simmons finishing through the contact.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Pass to Vassell. Spurs working now with a new shot clock. To the paint. Here's Finney Smith. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Nets lead by 11. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And Antonio calls timeout. Royce O'Neal's check in for the Nets.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Well, then they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Out left of the wing to the inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 14 points here in the second half.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Here's Wembanyama. No good on the 3. The Nets on offense. Big stretch here going 10-2. Finney Smith kicks to Simmons. Up and in on the layup. Simmons got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brooklyn leading by 15. And good that time. Simmons got 39.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Operating the pick and roll well. Keldon Johnson keeping things simple and understanding how to execute.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Here's Jones. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Simmons. On the wing, Johnson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And the Nets lead by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Nets.
They had to battle for this one. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ben Simmons.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Watanabe's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson. Dinwiddie's checked in for Bridges. And it's Seth Curry in for Ben Simmons.
And Devontae Graham's skills as a three-point marksman are impressive.
GA, the stat sheet says it all. Multiple seasons he's been in the top 20 for three-point makes, and he loves to find those daggers from three.
Now with the ability to play a soft zone, can Team Steve hide their weaker defenders?
I think it's great, Kevin, for a possession or two, and it works sometimes, but good offenses always find the weak link.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're in front by 16. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. The Nets making a switch here. Simmons is checked in.
On the court.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That one goes in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
They double it with Simmons. Here's Johnson. Knocks down the step-back J.
Working that in-between area, Johnson has a nice mid-range game.
Here's Simmons. A reverse. Got a hand on it. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Jones. Buries it down low.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Dinwiddie outside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they double up Simmons. That's tipped.
Next foul. Ben Simmons. First personal foul. Team second.
And that one falls for Vassell.
Devin
A
Vassell.
lottery pick.
Shooting 2.
Devin Vassell has turned into a big-time talent, someone who will be a force in this league for years to come.
Dinwiddie passes to Harris. Here's Watanabe. Simmons left side. He can't hit that time. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.